Hey there, my name's Michelle and I'm going to be walking through my CLI Data Gem project for Flatiron School. Before I jump into what I've built, I first wanted to give a little background on what I chose for my project. So this right here is the museum's landing page on the Smithsonian website. And if you scroll through this page, you can see all of the different museums that they operate. And then as you're going through these, if anything catches your eye, let's say this one right here, you can click on this and this will pull up a dedicated page for this particular museum that provides some additional details that weren't available on the previous page. So what I'm doing is first I'm going to scrape that main museum's landing page in order to extract the names of the museums and the URLs. And then I'm also going to scrape each of the individual museum web pages. All right, so I'm going to minimize that and jump into here. And then just a quick look at my files before I do the demo. What I did here to get started was I followed Avi's advice and I used BundleGem to build out a basic file structure. Definitely think that that's the way to go, just because when you're starting out and working on your first project, it's really hard to know how to get started. And then just a quick look, I have a separate scraper class that I've built. I have a museum class where I have an initialize method. I have a class method to create museums using the data that's extracted from that main museum's landing page. Then I also have a bunch of instance methods that I've built out to scrape data from the individual museum pages. And then I also have this CLI file, and this is basically the logic behind my CLI. And then this right here is my executable file. So this is what we're going to take a look at. All right, so I'm going to make this bigger so we can see it. All right, so when you execute this, you get a welcome message that provides a brief description of the Smithsonian, and then you get a list of all of the museums that they operate. So what you do is you can browse that list, choose the one you want to see. I'm going to go with the American History Museum, number 6. And then that prints out my individual museum listing. And then after you've had a chance to read through that, if you want to view another museum, let's go with number 1. That will then print out a second listing for you. And then you have some other options here. So at this point, that main menu is out of view. And so if you want to take a look at another museum and you don't remember the number, you can just type menu, and that will reprint that main menu to refresh your memory about the different numbers. And then have a couple of other things that I built in here. Let's say you type some random word instead of menu, you type in list. You're going to get an error message. Same thing if I type in number 25. I also get an error message because there are only 23 museums to choose from. So basically, I have this built so that you'll continue to be prompted for additional input until you enter something that's valid. So then if I go ahead and do number 15, which is on the list, this then pulls up another listing because I entered a valid entry. And then after that, after you've viewed all the museums that you want to check out, you can just enter exit. And that will end the program and you get a goodbye message. So that basically is my CLI. Hope you enjoyed this. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.